There we go. We should be good to go. Yep, that's fine. Right. Okay, guys. Good evening and welcome to Thursday Night Race League. This is round number 2 of season 3, and yes, we are at South Africa at the glorious Kyalami circuit. But you may have noticed there is a different twist in the world. We are going night racing. That is right. Night Fever has hit TNRL for round number 2 of the championship, and yes, it is the one and only Hoppers in the commentary box as per usual for the Thursday night, and it is great to be here. Obviously it is going to be a great spectacle because with the night racing taking place within quite a lot of interest, it is now going to be thereabouts, but it is looking likely that there is a lot of interest. We are 14 drivers tonight in the race. It seems to be thereabouts, but I'll go through exactly key factors around here. So obviously turns 2, 10, 13, 16 are the best overtaking spots for being round here. It seems to be a very much close sort of proximity for overtaking. Turns 5, 6 and 7 and 8 are very track limits because they are very tricky. Looking at the clubhouse, the S's, and of course Sunset, and of course Barbecue Bend. So it's going to look like they're going to be their routes. According to the stats though, cars are closely matched. However though, Adam Postlewaite or Comma is very quick in the Audi last time out when he was around here. And obviously, you know, season 2 had it very much what am I going to say, season 2 had its fair share of potentially what was happening within the race. The first race we ran here with half an hour to go, the whole server basically crashed, and it basically threw everyone out. But hopefully tonight, and that doesn't happen. The format has changed for tonight. It is an hour-long race, so it is going to be very carefully, equally matched with certain cars. Obviously, I think the majority of the cars are going to be. It looks like at the moment that Adam Foster. It's between Adam Foster and of course Jersey Rich, who you know, Rich got that 2 second places at Imola for the sprint races last week, which seemed to be a very popular hit within the likes of Thursday Night Race League. The fans loved it, we loved it as commentator, and tonight is going to be no exception with an hour-long race. It is back to an hour for tonight around here. It is going to be a very massive spectacle, and it is going to look like we are going to be in for some close racing. Obviously, as I say, it is going to be in the dark, so you know, using the helicam is going to be the best opportunity to point the cars out. The cameras are okay, but half the time the lights are dazzling and it's hard to keep up with the cars, and it is going to be thereabouts. We'll try and go on board. The blue Dago light inside the car will give us a rough idea how the driver sees the nighttime vision. Qualifying lap time should be in the mid 41s, so it's looking likely the 41s at the moment are the pace setters, and obviously, you know, it is going to be very close. But obviously with the first run last season here at Kyalami, as I say, the server crashed, and obviously it got a bit late trying to restart, so it had to be run later on in the season. But nevertheless, we are here for another very anticipated race. I can't wait to see how well tonight goes. So if you're watching the stream, guys, hello, good evening or good morning or afternoon. I hope you are enjoying the stream, because tonight is going to be an absolute epic night of racing. If you are new to First Night Race League, please like and subscribe, because the guys really would appreciate your subscription. It does not cost you to subscribe to YouTube. It would be nice if you jumped and click the subscribe button and click the notification bell because you do not want to miss any of the racing. It is a fabulous race league. If you want to get involved, obviously at the moment we are full of drivers, but if you are interested in joining TNRL or Thursday Night Race League, then head over to the Facebook page. I think I'll tell you the Facebook page. It is ACC hyphen TNRL hyphen Tuesday night PC and Thursday night PS4 / PS5. It is going to be, if you want to check out, go on to there. If you're on Discord, find I believe it is known as Thursday Night Race League PS4 / PS5 or /5 on Discord. Send an invite and then one of the admins will get in touch with you regarding what you'd like to do for your racing. So it is going to be very quick. The hour, it is going to be, as I say, it's an hour long. It is going to be a great spectacle. We do have 15 minutes of qualifying that is going to be coming up very shortly, and we are going to be looking forward to seeing who's going to set the benchmark, who is going to be also the ones to watch. Looking at times at the moment then, Adam Foster has got a 141.3, then Rich has got a 141.9, so he's 0.675 of a second behind at the moment. Wesley, however, 142.2, he's only 0.8 as Rich goes now 5.37 behind Adam Foster at the moment. So the Ferrari versus the Bentley, so that battle is going to be still carrying on. Stefano Marchetto is yet to set a time, so you know it's going to be very interesting to see what the season 1 champion can do here in the Mercedes. Unfortunately there's no Dario tonight. Dario has got other commitments, so Stefano is on his own, which is a bit of a shame really, because it could have been very interesting to see how the Silver Arrows would have gone on. I believe Bart is here and obviously Luke is here, but it's looking likely it is going to be very quick to see how well people are doing. Big shout out to Dazza, who is new to the league this evening in the Audi, the number 13 Audi. He's 133.047, so he's only 1.7 behind these guys at the moment. Adam Postlethwaite then up into 4th at the moment in free practice, so it is going to be very close to see exactly what is going to happen. But believe it or not, it is going to be very close to see how quick things are going to go. But nevertheless, we'll see exactly what is going to happen. I think the way things are going to pan out around here is going to be different. So obviously let us know in the comments, guys, who you think is going to win or who you think is going to be a force to be reckoned for. It is going to look very tight, and it is going to look probably a bit of an rough idea to see what's going to happen, because I know for a fact, looking at some of the cars out on track, you know, the likes of Adam Postlethwaite will go on board with him, and you can perfectly see how the sky is actually clear with all the stars, and it's a very weird spectacle for nighttime racing. But as I say, you got obviously the cities in the background, you've got places nearby. I'll tell you what, it is going to be very close to see how well tonight goes for these guys. Obviously you can just see that LED, the blue LED there in that corner. That's going to give them the right opportunity to literally get going. But as you can see with the corners, etc., it's going to be very close on times. Just looking at Adam's time here, he's about to cross the line, and we'll see what he's about to do. He's gone a 142.9 last time around, but hopefully he will pick up the pace. He is very quick around here. It's very surprising. I don't mean this in a bad way, but Wesley in third place at the moment in free practice. It is a good lap time for him. Hopefully that will continue the momentum for qualifying, and it could be very close indeed to see how well he's going to go. You know, it seems, you know, the Lamborghini is quite very interesting round here. We've got obviously Clenough in the number 900 Lamborghini, currently 6th fastest at the moment. He obviously did really well in the second race at Imola last week, getting 5th place rather, which seemed to be a very interesting drive from him to see how well he's going to do. Obviously got Mike Bullen in the Honda. He is back for another race. He's going to be thereabouts. He's probably the only sole Honda on the grid this evening, but nevertheless it is going to be very close. We've got 5 minutes left then of free practice, and then we jump into the 15-minute of qualifying, and it is going to be very good. But obviously Stefano is currently there in 8th fastest then, and he's going to be pushing on for quite some time. He's obviously, as I say, you know, a very established racer, season 1 champion. What is he going to do to try and get another title back to Italy come the end of the season? Obviously Adam Foster, reigning champion in the Ferrari this time, very adaptable, but obviously he was in the McLaren for 2 seasons. It's looking likely how well he's going to do for the Ferrari. The Ferrari at the moment seems to be quick, but you know, looking at Rich, he's only 0.537 of a second behind him, so the Bentley seems to be, as I say, cars are equally matched around here, but it is going to be very close to see exactly what is going to happen. If you can hear me on the stream, guys, please let me know if you're watching the stream. If I'm too quiet, also let me know. It would be a massive help. But we are looking forward to seeing exactly what is going to happen. I believe that the other Honda, I'm trying to remember, yeah, Poddy Flack is now made it, so it is going to be very interesting to see what Poddy can do for this evening. Obviously it is now going to be the Honda team going to be out there, just hopefully going to do some decent racing. They will have a decent race, I'm sure. It is going to be very weird because it is night time, and it is going to be pretty much a very topsy-turvy race, because like I say, it's going to be an hour long. There's no mandatory pit stop. I've heard that they may be able to do the whole race on one set of tyres, so the tyres they start off on, they may be able to do it. It all depends on how quick they push the car, obviously, but you know, it is looking very close around here at the moment. It looks like with just 2 minutes and 40 left in free practice, it is going to be very close to see how well everyone goes. But looking at certain times, Bart in particular, the 33 Mercedes, he's looking very racy indeed this evening, as is everyone else. But I believe we are waiting for one more driver to make it 14. We were expecting 14 drivers this evening, but we'll see how well tonight goes. It is going to be absolutely top class, as I say, with the racing. If you guys are interested in TNRL or Thursday Night Race League, then yeah, like I say, do check the social medias and get in touch with an admin, and they will, or message the page, and an admin will get back to you and say, okay, we are full, but we do have reserve drivers, so you may be able to get on the grid at some point in the season. Obviously tonight is going to be very close, but the calendar next week we go to Donington Park, so it's the first of 2 visits to Britain. It is going to be very interesting because that is another 2 30-minute races. Then we go to Spa, so we go to Spa-Francorchamps, so we go to Belgium. Then we come back to Brands Hatch, which Spa is going to be an hour race, and then obviously Bronze Hatch is going to be 2 30-minute races, and then rounding up the season at Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya for the final round of the championship, and that is going to be another hour-long race. And see what if it's anything like Imola and obviously how tonight goes, then we will be considered very lucky for some amazing racing. So let us know in the comments, guys, who you think is going to take the pole position, or who is going to take roughly just trying to get myself sorted for now, but it is going to be very close to see exactly what is going to happen, but hopefully we should be very good to go very soon. So qualifying now will begin then. So it is a 15-minute qualification session, and it is going to be thereabouts. We shall see who is going to get it. But there's going to be so we'll see exactly what's going to happen. There's quite a few guys already going out of pit lane then, so it is going to be very close. It is another night of well, when I say night, it is going to be looking likely then we will be thereabouts for roughly fast times coming in, but obviously out on their fly laps they will have to set up. I don't know what they anticipate for setup round here. I've never raced around here, I've never set up a car for round here, but it will be very close to see who snatches pole position away from the likes of Adam Foster, or of course Rich. At the moment it seems that was the top two in of course free practice, but at the moment it seems that I believe Trevor and of course Poddy Flack are still in pit lane at the moment. I think Trevor is just there for the time being. I'm not too sure if he's got if there's any issues, or he's just sitting out just for a while, but it's going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen. So 13 minutes then to get the crucial laps in. It will be very close to see how quick the drivers go. I'm obviously I'm going to be keeping a close eye on the times, because if you think about it, guys like there he is, guys like Rich, you know, he's going to push that Bentley to the extreme. The Bentley has been the car of the field where in previous seasons, but you know, the likes of Stefano Marchetto, he actually took the Bentley to season 1 championship win, and it is very interesting to see what he's going to do. Got Yuri in the Lamborghini teamed up with Clenough, so they're going to work together. Then you got Wesley, and then obviously, you know, we've got 3 Lamborghinis, 1 Ferrari, 1 Lexus though. The Lexus RCF is the car that I find very underrated. Don't know why, but I think it is going to be how close it is going to be for that, but it is going to be very close to a different kettle of fish. As I say, you know, obviously you got the Bentley, the Audis. The Audis are the cars to watch. Like I say, every single car around here is equal. There's no favouritism what car suits around here. But Adam Foster at the moment 141.595 then, so he's top of the list to get pole position, followed by Rich. He's only 0.420 for a second. Mike Bullen then up into third, so he was third, but Clenough has now gone third fastest. He's only like there, but then Stefano Marchetto, he is thereabouts. Season 1 champion in the number 4 Mercedes, only 0.8 of a second. Clem 4th, Mike 5th at the moment, Bart is in 6th at the moment. Then you've got Yuri, Wesley, Trevor, Dazza, Luke, and of course Comer, and of course Poddy yet to set times, but it's going to be thereabouts. Wesley's gone third fastest then in the 43 Lamborghini at the moment. He seems to be enjoying this so far, but this could be very close to see exactly how well he does. But then Daz has picked him to third spot with, I'll try and see exactly what time he's done there. He's done around then, he is done a 142.1 at the moment, so it's 141 is the time, but Rich and of course Daz are 142s at the moment, so just under 10 minutes left then in qualifying. It is going to be thereabouts. We'll see exactly who is going to get times. Comer up into 6th then. He's going to try and push on for quite some time. The Audi driver seems to be thereabouts. It is going to be very unstoppable. We'll see how clever he gets, but is he going to push on? So Clem down in 7th, Mike down in 8th, now Bart down in 9th, just because the quicker guys are coming through. But no disrespect to them, they will be on another sort of run, it seems. Hopefully, you know, it is going to be a great race. I'm just going to literally keep an eye on what people are going to do, but Adam Foster seems to be the guy to beat at the moment. That Ferrari seems to be now coming as it should be to his own. It seems to be thereabouts for him, but nevertheless we'll see exactly what's going to happen. Looks like Yuri's gone up into 8th then, so it's going to be very interesting to see how well he does in that Lamborghini. But Stefano goes up into 3rd then, so that pips basically Wesley down to 4th, Daz is down to 5th, so it seems to be thereabouts. We'll see how quick Stefano is going to go, but he is very quick. The Italian, you know, he is going to be thereabouts, but it seems that Luke goes 6th fastest then, so you know, Luke in the number 11 Merc, you can just see him here. He's looking very racy in that Mercedes, the white and green Mercedes. You know, it seems that the guys are, you know, the Mercedes, as I say, every single car around here is very equal, but it is looking likely we could be in for some very close laps. It looks like Poddy's gone wide out of one of the turns there, but you know, it is going to be very close to see exactly how well it's going to happen. We'll jump on board with Luke's Mercedes just for the time being, just to see. I think he's actually just going to go into pit lane, so that will push him down a bit, but see who's out on track at the moment. Stefano Marchetto. Yeah, so we'll go on board with the current a lot of interest for the Italian driver, but getting used to Mercedes. So I believe Kakatakos was due on the grid, but from what I've just heard, his son's not very well, so if you're watching, mate, I hope he gets well soon. So it is going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen, but it is going to be thereabouts. We'll see exactly what's going to happen tonight. Comer goes 5th fastest then, just as Luke comes out of pit lane, so it's going to be thereabouts to see how well things go for Adam Postlethwaite round here. Last week, if you joined us at Imola, the 2 sprint races were very epic, and they were absolutely unreal. The battles that were going on, even like you know, the likes of Stefano and of course Rich trying to catch each other up throughout the sort of halfway through the race. You know, it seemed to be a very easily matched time, so we've got around 6 minutes left of qualifying then, so we should be thereabouts. But you know, looking exactly how things are going to go for the likes of obviously Stefano, and of course Rich, and of course Adam at the moment, then coming through the latter half of the lap, then about to do another lap. What is he going to do? He's actually 141.103 now, so he's pushing that Ferrari to its absolute limit. He's going to literally see how he's going to go. You can just see roughly how interesting it is at night. It is a lot of a different spectacle. The temperature is different, and it is going to be very close to see how well they go. It is obviously how things can be. Daz is back up to 4th then in the Audi, the number 13 Audi, so he's going to be thereabouts. Is he going to push on to try and get further up the grid on his debut race? It is going to be very close to see what happens with 5 minutes left then, and we're going to be thereabouts. It is going to be a very close battle, but at the moment it is looking likely that Adam Foster will be on pole position if he pips the car to the right specification. I think Rich is going to try and pip him thereabouts for pole position, but who knows exactly what's going to happen. So we've got 4.5 minutes just remaining, so it is going to be very carefully picked out for these guys. It is going to look very interesting because the likes of Adam, Rich, and of course Stefano, followed by Daz, followed by Wesley, and then obviously Comet, Luke, Clenough, Yuri, Bullen are your top 10. Bart, Trevor and Poddyflack yet to set a time. Poddyflack's got a set a time within qualifying. In the Honda, it seems the Honda isn't been I'm not going to say it's not the best car around here, but it seems just to be thereabouts. But hopefully Poddy gets a lap time in before the 3 minutes are up. But 3 minutes and 38 seconds left then, so the clock is slowly winding down for qualifying to finish. But looking at Richton, has he had a better run this time round? It looks like the 25 Bentley is thereabouts. It seems the Bentley was the very much car to beat in season 1. Season 2, when Ash had it, it seemed that it was thereabouts, but then a lot was going on with Ash making a bit of silly mistakes, I must admit, but he was thereabouts to push on. But 3 minutes left then in qualifying. Adam is probably going to try and take a pole position. He had 2 second place starts at Imola last week in sprint races, but is he going to try and make it stick for the hour-long race here at Kyalami for round number 2 of the championship of season 3? But it is going to be thereabouts. We'll see exactly how things go. It looks like Bart's gone up to 10th then, so Mike's been dropped down to 11th. And I tell you what, it is going to be thereabouts. Who is going to take pole position then? Because we're not far away from the checker flag dropping for qualifying. It does look like Rich is still there. What has he done last time round? He did a 142.2. He's actually, his best lap time was a 141.6 from what I've seen. Yeah, 141.6 at the moment, but it is going to be thereabouts. But looking at lap times then, I think the likes of Stefano will be 3rd fastest at the moment, but it's going to be very interesting because Daz is in 4th and Wesley's in 5th at the moment, Comet in 6th, Luke in 7th at the moment. But is that going to be exactly how we want it to pan out? 1.5 minutes left in qualifying then. We could be in for a very close equally times. Wesley's gone off at turn number 1 there by the looks of it. He's gone into pit lane though. Maybe he just had the wrong cold tyres maybe. But it will be interesting to see exactly what's going to happen. Comet still in 6th fastest then in the Audi. He's quick round here, but Is he going to be the one to watch? As he has a bit of a... thought he's going to go off into the barrier then, but he isn't. But we'll see exactly how well he goes. It is going to be very close, but hopefully it is going to be a very top interesting night of racing. So 42 seconds left, and if you're new or you're watching the stream, guys, welcome. Good evening or afternoon or morning, depending on where you are watching in the world, obviously. But it should be a very close and most likely tense race. It is an hour long, and it is obviously going to be in the dark, and it is going to be very close to see how fantastic this is going to be. But at the moment then, looking at Adam Foster then, who is on provisional pole position at the moment. Stefano goes second then, so it's going to be very interesting to see whether he can string the top two from Imola in qualifying order, but they're now in reverse order from Imola, so it is going to be thereabouts. I think Stefano's going to just call it time there and just abandon that lap, but I think Adam's going to try and eke out more of that advantage. So it goes Adam, Stefano, followed by Rich, Dazza 4th, then Wesley 5th, Luke up in 6th, 7th, Clem 8th, Yuri 9th, Bart in 10th, then followed by Trevor, followed by Mike, and then Poddy at the tail of the field. So it is going to be very close to see how well everyone is going to go for the racing. It is obviously, as I say, an hour long tonight. It is not going to be easy. It is going to be thereabouts. I think we do have some very much close battles that are going to happen. Hopefully the battles keep us entertained tonight. We are looking forward to seeing what is going to happen, but it looks like Connor's gone up to 4th then, so that is a very interesting lap time from Adam Postlethwaite. It looks like Adam Foster then, however, has beaten Stefano to pole position then, with Rich in 3rd, but Comer is up into 4th for the race. Then it is going to look like we are going to be in for a treat. It looks, as I say, who knows exactly what's going to happen. I'll just get myself really comfortable. But if you're watching the stream, guys, grab a drink, grab something to eat, because you do not want to miss the race. It is going to be a very close race. It is an hour long, and it is going to be thereabouts, but who knows exactly how things are going to happen. So it is looking likely that we are going to be fantastically going to be powering up, and they're going to have to see how well it's going to go. It looks like we could be in for a fantastic night of racing. I'll tell you what, who knows exactly what tonight is going to bring, but for an hour long it is going to be thereabouts. But you know, it is going to be very carefully picked. It is going to be, strategies are going to be there. You know, it is looking likely, just as we go on board with Adam just looking. No worries, mate. I saw on Discord, so don't panic. I hope he's okay, mate. Well, that's good. You know, glad to have you on board with the stream, my friend. But it is going to be very interesting to see exactly what is going to happen. But we should be very close to kick-starting round number 2 of the championship of season 3. Season 3? Season 3. And then it said season 2 then. But season 3 of Thursday Night Race League. It is going to be epic. The lights are about to turn on every single car. And I'll tell you what, it is going to be unreal. We are getting moments away from the green flag lap to just get temperature and obviously optimum running for everyone, but it is going to be thereabouts. We are going to see how well it's going to go. It is going to be very close between the likes of Adam and of course Stefano going in towards turn number 1. It is going to be epic. I can't wait to see how well it's going to be planned out. It looks like at the moment then Adam is just keeping everyone behind him at the moment just to get the tyres. You can just see how quick everyone is going. Obviously, unfortunately, yeah, no worries, mate. I'm sure you get to test it next week if you can. Don't panic, mate. I understand. You know, real life's more important than the game, mate. I understand that. But we'll see exactly if Adam can get away from Stefano, followed by Rich and of course Comet. It looks like, you know, Adam's going to be keeping him underway. He's got Stefano trying to almost go into the back of the camera there, but you can see how close everyone is getting. But it is going to be very close to see how well things go for everyone tonight. It is looking likely we could have a very close battle. We're just looking at exactly how the cars are looking. They're looking very smart, I must admit. Even though it's in the dark, they are looking very sharp. The spectators are in for a treat. We're in for a treat in the commentary box as well. But gonna take some tips from Adam on the stream. Lol, that's good. That's fantastic, mate. But you know, sit back and enjoy the stream, mate. It's gonna be a good one. It is gonna be a very close battle. I think the likes of Marma and of course Adam are gonna be battling tooth and nail. They had a good battle at Paul Ricard last season, which seems to be a very close battle. As you can see, everyone just getting slightly into line, but I think Adam's just trying to play silly games at the moment. Well, I'll say silly games, but he's just trying to play games with everyone. Just hopefully everyone is in order. You can just see the two Hondas at the tail of the field. Who is our bar has spun out on the formation lap. Hopefully he will catch back up to get into his grid position, otherwise he will be towards the tail. But it is looking likely there is a gap on where he should be. He's just coming through the last half of the he's gone into pit lane then, so he is going to be starting from the pit lane. So it looks like Bart's lap time, or his Mercedes, is going to be in the pit lane then, so he's going to be starting from the pit lane. We are going through the final corner and we are getting ready for the green light to flick on the starting gantry just over the bridge to my left hand side in the commentary box, and we are good to go. Who's going to get a jump into turn number one then with an hour to go? It looks like the likes of Stefano versus Rich versus Comet at the moment. Rich is trying to get alongside Adam at the moment. It seems there's a lot of cars trying to fight for space, but who is going to be just getting through there very safely? It looks like Stefano versus Rich versus... well, it's not Comma, because Comma's dropped back a bit, so I think that's Daz at the moment. So Daz is there in fourth place at the moment. But it looks like then Bart has actually started from pit lane as the... time screen decides to have a major glitch, but it looks like Adam at the moment, that's Adam Foster holding off Marma at the moment, and then it's obviously Rich then versus Dazza at the moment. Dazza is trying to put that Bentley under pressure. It seems to be like the race is going to start, but you can just see Comer trying to get away from Wesley at the moment, but I think Marma's going to try and catch Adam Foster at the moment. We can just see exactly how things go. Clenough up into 7th, maybe up into... he's up into 7th. Then it looks like Luke's alongside him. There's going to be a bit of a battle between the pair of them at the moment then. So Luke and Clenough having a bit of a battle already in the early stages of the race. But it looks like at the moment, going back up to the lead then, Adam's still leading the way from, of course, Stefano, followed by Rich, and of course Dazza, followed by Comet at the moment. Comet's thereabouts, but you can just see Wesley trying to put him under threat. You know, the Lamborghini driver it's going to be very careful to see exactly what's going to happen. We've got around 58 minutes left of this race, then it is already starting to be and shaping up to a fantastic race at the moment. Clenneth and Luke. Clenneth is trying to think about it. At the moment he's trying to get that Lamborghini past that Mercedes. The number 900 Lamborghini versus the number 11, but Luke closes the door. Yuri versus Trevor versus Bullen. Of course, Poddy Flack is also there, and of course Bart in 13th at the moment. But the gap has come down between Stefano and of course Adam at the moment. He's only 0.5 seconds from Adam Foster at the moment. Adam's trying to lead the race. He's trying to push away from Stefano at the moment, and so we're all equally kind of spread out at the moment. It seems that Commer's trying to catch up to Dazza, and in the meantime Wesley's trying to put Comer under threat. You can just see the Lamborghini just there, just behind the Audi, but the Audi of Comer's trying to get past Dazza for that 4th place at the moment. Wesley's trying to do exactly the same, but it's just going to be trying to push on. But I'll tell you what, Stefano's lost a bit of ground, has he? Yes, he has. He's only about 0.8 of a second. Well, he's going to have to try and push on. We are about to tick off another lap very soon, but I'll tell you what, so far so good here at Kyalami. But Dazza runs a bit wide then. Is he going to try and regain the conference? Oh, who was that? It looks like, was that Rich? Yeah, Rich has gone off wide at the penultimate turn there. He's going to have to be careful, because that's going to allow Dazza to try and catch him up. It is going to be thereabouts, but you can just see Rich trying to get back onto terms. He's got a bit of dirt on them tyres. He's going to try and push on for that, hold on for dear life, but Dazza gets the move done. You can just see that Audi slip in, but there's also a bit of also Commer's trying to join that battle. I think Commer's missed a gear there, because he's dropped back a bit now to Wesley's gearbox. Well, when I say gearbox, he's dropped back into clutches of Wesley, but it's going to be very carefully picked out. You can just see the Audi's trying to come into the frame. It seems to be thereabouts. Wesley still in 6th, then Luke still in 7th, with Clenneth down in 8th. Still, he's still there in 8th at the moment. Try to push on quite a bit. Yuri in, of course, 9th at the moment. Trevor in 10th, then with Bullen close behind. It looks like the Hondas are trying to push on. Bart's up into 12th place, then with Poddy in 13th. I think Poddy's had a bit of an issue, but I think the battle for the lead is going to be changing very soon if we're not careful. But it's going to be looking likely at the moment. Then Stefano is trying to catch up to Adam, but Adam is thinking about closing that gap. Dazza is still there in 3rd at the moment, with of course Rich and of course Comer. This is going to be very interesting, because Comer is trying to get past Rich as well, but Rich is, well, Comer's got to be very careful, because he's got Wesley, who's actually fighting for a very astounding 5th place at the moment. He's doing fabulous. He's going to be thereabouts. Rich is trying to catch up to, of course, Dazza for that 3rd place at the moment, it seems. But I'll tell you what, it is going to be very close. Wesley is got to be careful. He can't afford to let the other 2 ahead of him slip away from him, because he's got Luke that's trying to catch up to him. Luke's obviously on a mission tonight, trying to get that Mercedes as high up as he can. Clenneth's still there in 8th place at the moment, but I'll tell you what, it is looking feisty for 3rd place at the moment, because Dazza is trying to stop Rich from getting back past him. It is going to be thereabouts, but we can see how quickly it's going to go. But I'll tell you what, Dazza is going to be putting that Audi to its paces. Rich has got that Bentley dialed up if he's there, but it seems to be very carefully picked out to see what is going to happen. I'll tell you what, it is a very close group of people racing for one particular spot. It is going to be thereabouts, but I'll tell you what, I think Dazza's going to try and get away from Rich. It seems that Stefano's still trying to catch up to Adam. We'll try and catch up to that group in a minute, but he's around 0.7. Has he had an issue somewhere? Comer's flashing the lights at Rich to say, come on mate, stop holding me up. It's going to be thereabouts, but Comer tries to get onto that outside line, but he's got to be careful, because the likes of Wesley could try and jump back, and I'll tell you what, Comet is looking very racy in that Audi tonight. He is looking likely he wants a good result, it seems, but it seems these four at the moment are having their nice little battle. But we'll see exactly what's going to happen. We'll try and look back from Rich's Bentley if we can. Yes, we will, but you can just see how close Comet is getting, but it is going to get thereabouts. But looking exactly what is happening between the pair of them at the moment, it seems that Rich is going to try and push on. Comet is still there. Wesley's trying to catch up as well, but it is going to be very interesting to see how close it is going to get. But we'll go back with the helicam, because the helicam is going to be there and being pivotal and vital for us this evening, it looks like at the moment. Then however, you know, it's 6.3 seconds from Marma to Dazza at the moment. That seems a big gap, but you can just see Stefano trying to push on. He's trying to get up to Adam into, you know, that Ferrari. You know, you can just see how close he's getting. He's getting closer and closer just as time goes on. But I'll tell you what, I think Rich is holding up the other three at the moment. Well, the other two, should I say, not the other three, because Clev's only about 3.1 seconds back. But it's going to be very close to see how well it's going to go. But Dazza is at the moment, he's still there in third place. We'll see how quick it's getting. I'll tell you what, the gap at the moment is... But there's a yellow flag there. But is that a yellow flag because someone's gone off, or is it because... But it's going to be very close. But I think you can just see Dazza trying to catch up. He's going to be catching up, hopefully, to the other two. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be thereabouts. Rich is still there in fourth at the moment, with Comet chasing him down. It's going to be very carefully picked out, you know. Man was trying to still catch up to Adam. It's going to be thereabouts, but are we going to see some fantastic battles? You know, you can just see Comet trying to defend from Wesley at the moment. Wesley is looking very racy in that Lamborghini. Dazza runs a bit wide thereabouts, but I'll tell you what, it is going to be very close to see how close it's going to get. But I'll tell you what, the Audis are looking strong. Comet is looking strong. Bart goes into pit lane then. I think he's had a bit of an issue tonight. I think the Mercedes is not performing very well. So 15.5 minutes left in this race then for Thursday Night Race League of round number 2 of season 3 here at Kyalami in South Africa. It is the first time we've had a night race. I'll tell you what, it is spicy as anything. It is going to be very close, but are we going to be in for a very close battle? It looks like Stefano has dropped back to 1.0 of a second. It seems that, you know, Stefano is trying to get that Mercedes up past the Ferrari. Stefano actually raced that Ferrari to try and get back-to-back titles last season, but unfortunately he could not do it. He, you know, I think, you know, when he was in the Ferrari it seemed to be thereabouts, but, you know, fair play to Adam, he's actually catched on to that Ferrari very well, certainly. Dazza is still there in third place, but Rich is hot on his heels going out of the final turn. Is he going to catch Dazza this time round for third place? Is he going to be able to do it? It seems the Bentley versus the Audi. Rich is almost in an Audi sandwich at the moment. He seems to be pushing on quite a bit. You know, Postlewaite is there as well, but Rich is got to be careful. Poddy goes into pit lane, but Wesley has had a spin. That's a bit unfortunate. Clef down into up into 7th, then Yuri in, of course. Yuri is in 8th at the moment, Luke in 9th then, but it looked like, I think Wesley was watching what they were doing in that battle, but it's a bit unfortunate. He's dropped down to 7th. Dazza's trying to still hold on for dear life from, of course, Rich, but Wesley's dropped down to 9th. I do apologise to the timing screen. No, he's down to 10th now. His timing screen's just throwing a complete wobble at me, but Dazza is trying to get away from the likes of Rich and, of course, Comet. Comet is trying to push on. I think that's exactly what caught them out, and I think that caught Wesley out as well. But he's down now to 11th with Bullen up into 10th then. Clef up into 6th at the moment, career best. At the moment he seems to be absolutely enjoying that racing in that Bentley. It seems the lights are flashing of that Bentley to try and put Dazza off. Dazza's trying to defend like mad at the moment. He's around 9.8 seconds from the top two at the moment. The top two are having a bit of a ball at the moment. We'll try and catch them up if we can, but at the moment it seems the battle for third at the moment seems to be very close. Comet gets a bit crossed up out in the final turn, but is he thereabouts? But it seems to be pushing quite a bit, but I'll tell you this, it's very close to see what's going to happen, because Dazza is trying to get away from Rich in the meantime. But I'll tell you what, I think Rich is going to try and catch up to Dazza's Audi in a moment or two, but Stefano is trying to still catch up to Adam, but it's 1.9 of a second. That's really hampering him at the moment, and it's really hampering him. Is the Mercedes having an issue, or is he just playing it cool? But it all depends on certain things. But I'll tell you what, we will go back to this battle between the likes of Dazza, Rich, and of course Comma. Dazza's got to be careful not to run too far wide, because he doesn't want to get pinged for track limits, and that could easily be a stone cold disaster for him. But fair play, he is not put foot wrong at the moment. He is going to be under threat from Rich. Rich is trying to get away from Comma. Comma is trying to go really above and beyond. You can just see Rich trying to get there. He's trying to get that Bentley where he wants to be. We'll go on board with the Bentley just going down the back straight then. It's going to be very carefully picked out. You can just see how beautiful it is in the dark at the moment. But, you know, is Rich going to try and get past Dazza for that back onto the podium? Is he going to be thereabouts? 46, just under almost 46 minutes remaining in this race then. Seems to be very quick at the moment, this race. It seems to be here before we know it, but as you can just see how quick Dazza's trying to stop Rich from overtaking. Comma's still there. Clemeth is actually doing a very stellar job. I couldn't get my words out then, but he's around 6.4 at the moment from Yuri. Luke is there in 8th at the moment. Trevor is of course in 9th. Wesley in 7th, followed by Bullen and of course Bart. I think Poddy Flax had a bit of an issue, so it's a bit unfortunate, but we're down to 12 cars now, which, you know, fair enough. But there's been a bit of an issue as Rich still tries to catch up to Dazza, with Comma trying to do exactly the same. So we've got 45 minutes left then. It's going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen, but I'll tell you what, it is going to be thereabouts. But I'll tell you this, Rich is trying to get the move. He's flashing the lights saying not in your life sunshine, but almost thereabouts. But he's trying to switch back. He's got to be very careful, because that's allowing Comma to get past. Comma gets past with ease. Absolutely stellar move. Rich must be struggling in that Bentley. It is going to be very careful. But I'll tell you what, is this allowing Dazza to get thereabouts? But Comma is going to be on course. Comma is very, as we've heard, Comma is very quick around here. He's got to be very careful. But is the battle for the race lead going to be happening? It is around 1.4 of a second at the moment. It seems that, you know, Marmot is not going to be able to be catching up to Adam at the moment. He's trying to catch up to Adam. You can just see flashes of that Ferrari, but it's going to be looking likely thereabouts. But I'll tell you what, Dazza is still in 3rd place at the moment. Comma's trying to hold off Rich at the moment, and I'll tell you what, it is going to be a very interesting battle for 3rd and 4th at the moment, it seems. But I'll tell you what, 4th and 5th seems to be having a bit of a now battle, because Dazza's got that gap. Is he going to be able? It looks like Luke's trying to catch up to Yuri. You can just see exactly, just going back to that. We'll go back to the battle for 4th and 5th, excuse me, very shortly. But you know, Luke is thereabouts trying to catch up to Yuri to take 7th place. It seems to be 43.5 minutes to go, but it is going to be very close to see what happens. But it is going to be very close. Stefano is trying to catch up to Adam as best as he can. Dazza's still there in third. Comet, however, it's going to be very close to see what's going to happen between the pair of them. But we have got quite a bit of a battle on our hands. It is going to be very close to see exactly how it's going to go. But Comet is, Rich has got past Comet, but it's going to be thereabouts. But is Yuri's still there with Luke trying to catch him down 0.599 of a second. This could be a very close battle for 8th and 7th and 8th at the moment. But it sounds like Podiflax internet has had an issue, but the Honda's had an electrical issue by the looks of it then, so it's down to one Honda on the grid then, so we've got quite an interesting battle. It's Daz's obviously escaping, but Rich is trying to now escape from Comet. Comet is up into 5th at the moment with Clem 6th. Clem's actually on for another good result tonight if he keeps it together. It seems to be a very interesting memento, but is it going to be thereabouts? We'll see exactly what's going to happen. But I think the likes of Yuri and of course, but it's going to be absolutely top notch. I can't believe how this race is turning out so far, with around 41 minutes, just thereabouts now. Luke's trying to get up to Yuri. Yuri's trying to defend like mad. The Dutchman versus the Welshman. It is going to be thereabouts, but Stefano, however, it is going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen. But, you know, is Stefano going to be able to catch up to... Yeah, I believe Bart started from the pit lane, mate. I believe he did, because I think he crashed out on their formation lap. But it sounds like Podiflax internet's disconnected, which will go down as a mechanical failure for the Honda. It looks like Daz is trying to get away from Rich. Comet's trying to catch up. I think Luke's still there trying to catch up to Yuri. So it's very interesting to see what's happening with around 41 minutes left of this race of round number 2 of season 3 of Thursday Night Racing League. But hopefully you are enjoying the stream, guys. Let us know, give us a massive thumbs up, give us a subscribe and click the notification bell, because you don't want to miss all the action that's coming your way for season 3, as we can see exactly how quick the likes of Yuri's trying to get away from Luke. What is happening for... Oh, exactly, mate. We've all been there, done that, got the t-shirt for disconnections and whatnot. Exactly, it's not the best, and it's very very unfortunate. But 40 minutes left then. It's going to be very close. It's going to be a very tense 40 minutes. But I'll tell you what, it seems like this race is going to be over in a flash. It's going to be quite a very much battle. I think Adam's got that Ferrari definitely on course to try and get away from Stefano at the moment. Stefano has to push that Mercedes very quickly. Is he going to be able to catch up? No, is this the thing? Daz is still there in 3rd at the moment. Rich still there in 4th at the moment. Comet's still there in 5th. Clenneth in 6th. Then Yuri is well under pressure now from Luke. Luke's trying to push on for quite some time. If you remember at the first round here, as Yuri goes a bit wide, that's allowed Luke to catch him up. But if you remember the first round here last season, well, it wasn't the first round of the championship, but it was a round of the championship last season, Luke actually crashed on the formation lap and carried on with the car being damaged for quite some time. And he seemed to be like, didn't hamper him one bit. He just seemed to carry on, and then unfortunately the server crashed and that caused a bit of an upset. But he's trying to go for a move on Yuri. He's trying to get Yuri to the cleaners and say, hurry up mate, let's go. But it looks like Yuri's going to defend like mad. He's trying to push on. It seems, I'll tell you what, I'm quite interested. Yeah, exactly mate, it's definitely a long race, you know. An hour race isn't just won by gaining first place in the first corner. It's a long way to go, and it's exactly how things go, but just looking exactly what Luke's going to try and do. Is he going to try and get past Yuri for 7th place before the race is finished? But looking at this, Rich is now caught back up to Dazza with 38 minutes left. It is going to be very close to see how fantastic this battle is going to be. It's going to be probably down to whoever gets the car very quicker. The 14.1 behind Stefano and of course Adam Foster at the moment, but it's going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen. Is Stefano going to be able to catch Adam before the end of the race though? That's what I want to know. But you know, 37.5 minutes left. It's going to be very close to see how fantastic it goes. It seems to be a very close proximity between the likes of Rich and of course Dazza at the moment. Dazza obviously making his debut this evening. Commer's trying to catch them up as well, but it is going to be it's definitely it could be very interesting, guys. It could be very interesting indeed. You know, it's going to be very close between Luke and of course Yuri at the moment. I think Yuri's trying to push that Lamborghini to its absolute paces, you know, just going back to that battle very quickly. But you know, you can just see how quick that Mercedes is getting to that Lamborghini. And I tell you what, the Bentley is just going now to the battle for 3rd and 4th between Rich and Dazza. Dazza's trying to hold on for dear life in that Audi. He knows the Bentley's going to be thereabouts. The Bentley can be a very quick car, but it seems at the moment the Bentley's struggling around here at the moment. From what I think, don't obviously take my opinion to heart, but I think the Bentley's just trying to concentrate, trying to get back up into the podium. He's thereabouts. What, 36 minutes to go then? It's still a long way. It's still a long way to go for these guys. It can be a very close. Mom are going to try and catch up to Adam Foster. It seems he's 1.5 though. 1.5 of a second. It is getting closer, but the gap's got to come down. It's got to be thereabouts. But it's getting tense. I tell you that. It's not getting tense for me, but I think it's getting tense for these guys because I think the night fever's kicking in. But 35 minutes to go roughly. It's going to be very close indeed. I'll tell you what, Luke is probably thereabouts to see how quick it's going to go, but it seems likely that we could be on course for a very interesting battle. What's going on for 3rd place at the moment? It looks like Rich is still trying to catch up to Dazza at the moment. Okay, that's a very interesting stat. Bentley's very good on tyre wear, but you don't know how good the Merc is. That's fair enough, mate. That's fair enough. I don't either. I've never, as I say, I just commentate and I don't race, so I have no idea. But it looks like at the moment then that Dazza's trying to get the gap between the Bentley, but he's 0.6 ahead of Rich. Rich is trying to push on a bit of flames out the Audi then, as he brakes there. But hopefully it shouldn't affect him. It looks like then Luke's dropped back about 1.3 seconds from Yuri at the moment, but he's now caught back within 0.783 of a second. So it's going to be there about 34 minutes left. It doesn't seem like this race is only near enough the halfway mark. You know, it just seems like it's only just begun, but maybe that is the joys of having a very close race this evening. It looks like that Rich is still trying to get up to Dazza. I'll tell you what, Stefano is going to try and catch up to Adam. No, he's 1.040 of a second. This could be close. It could be very interesting getting to the halfway point of the race then. But I'll tell you what, it is thereabouts, but it seems to be a very close battle. Quite a few close battles at the moment. But I tell you what, it is battle for 3rd and 4th at the moment, 7th and 8th, because it's getting closer. Luke's trying to get closer to the back of the Lambo of Yuri at the moment. I feel sorry for Wesley when he was doing really well, and then unfortunately he got caught up in that group when he was running, is it 6th at the time, maybe 5th, and he ended up spinning out, which is a bit unfortunate. But Luke is trying to get to the back of Yuri, the number 5 Lamborghini versus the number 11 Mercedes. It could be very close between these two, but we'll see if anything happens. But I think Yuri is holding on for dear life. That Lamborghini never, as I say, never raced, so I don't know exactly what handles better, what races well. But I tell you what, it seems at the moment then Luke's trying to get past Yuri. Yuri has a bit of a mistake. Luke goes a bit wide. Is that going to be allowing Yuri to still get away, or is it going to be very close between the pair of them? It could be absolutely top draw between the pair of them. I tell you what, is it going to be very close? But you know, Yuri is going to be under threat from Luke at the moment. We'll go on board with yeah, probably, mate. So we'll go on board with Luke at the moment and just trying to catch up to Yuri. It could be the tyre wear, but the tyre wear, I don't see any tyre wear, to be fair, but I could be mistaken. But 31.5 minutes then left of this race. It is going to be very close, but looks like Rich is trying to still catch up to Dazza at the moment. But I have a feeling like this is where certain bits and pieces are going to happen, because the likes of Yuri and of course Luke's trying to get away from, or trying to catch that Lamborghini, should I say. He's trying to catch the number 5 Bentley, not Bentley, Lamborghini. Come on, Hoppers. I mean Lamborghini, not Bentley. I've got Bentley on my mind for some bizarre reason, but I think that's because Rich is battling with Dazza at the moment. Luke's trying to go for that move, and he's trying to get past the Lamborghini. I think Rich is slowly catching up to Dazza for that 3rd place now. I think he's trying to get back onto the podium, but it's thereabouts. We'll see exactly what's going to happen, but at the moment then it is going to be very close. We're nearly at the halfway stage, so I think Rich dropped back a bit. Yes, he has. He's 0.7 of a second. He's thereabouts. He's still catching up, but I think Luke is this time going to try and catch up to Yuri. Goes a bit wide out of the final turn, but I think he's actually trying to catch him. He's flashing the lights saying, come on mate, going to try and get that move done. I want to get past you. I want to get up into 7th. The Porsche eats tyres for breakfast. It's going to be crazy, mate. So we're halfway through the race then, guys. We are halfway through. It does not seem like it. It seems like it was only a matter of moments since the race started. But I think this is absolute a joy to watch tonight. It has been absolutely fantastic, regardless of, you know, certain bits and pieces. But Stefano, however, I think he's trying to catch up to Adam. He's 1.6 of a second between the Ferrari and the Mercedes. But is this something is this what we yet to see? Is there something we don't know, or is it just how the race goes? Is it just because it's night time, it's trying to push a bit? But he's trying to catch up to the number 1 Ferrari. It could be very close between the pair of them. Dazza is still there trying to get away from Rich at the moment. Rich has still got a bit of a memento. Comma's dropped back now. I think Comma's had a bit of a moment or two, but he's dropped back. He's around 10.047 of a second now. It seems that he's there about. Clenneth's still in 6th place at the moment, and so Clenneth yet again on course for another decent result, but Yuri is under threat. Oh, he's gone. Oh, has he gone wide? He's gone wide, but I believe Luke's actually caught him up. So we'd missed that. I think Luke's actually caught him up. So Yuri down into 9th place now, because Wesley's got past him. But that's going to be very interesting. Wesley gets a flash of the lights from Yuri saying, I want to get past you, not on your life sunshine. Both equally matched Lamborghinis though. So it's going to be very close with around 28 minutes left then. But I'll tell you what, it's a bit of a shame that Podiflax Honda has had an electrical issue this evening. It would have been good to have 13 cars on the grid, maybe 14 cars, but I'll tell you what, nevertheless, don't you fear guys, it is going to be a great race. But I think Rich is definitely catching up to Dazza now. Dazza needs to seriously get the power of that Audi. Seems the Bentley is going to be pushing on. It is going to be close as you like. I'm not too sure exactly how it's going to play into the hands, but it's going to play into the hands. But I think the likes of Rich is going to try and get past Dazza for this third place come the end of this lap. I think he's already started a new lap, but he's right on there. Dazza's gearbox. Dazza gets out of the momentum out of that turn very well, because Rich has now dropped back a bit now. It seems that 27 minutes left. It's going to be a very close end to the race, I'll tell you this now. 1.4 to Stefano and Adam, but I think Adam's going to try and push on. You can just see he's got that Ferrari exactly how he wants it, because Stefano isn't even near him at the moment. It's 1.5 seconds. But is this how we want the race to pan out, ladies and gents? I'm just going to flick to a different camera just for the time being, just so the helicopter isn't annoying the living daylights out of everyone. But it looks like Dazza's trying to get away from Rich at the moment. Rich has got that Bentley absolutely dialed up now. He has got it where he wants it, but it could easily still end in tears. It could really end in tears if we're not careful. I mean, and I don't want it to end in tears, but looking exactly what's going to happen, I think Dazza's going to try and push on. It seems like, you know, it's going to be thereabouts, but who knows exactly what's going to happen. But it looks like Dazza's going to try and hold off Rich for that third place at the moment. 25 and 40 seconds left, so it could be very close between the Audi, the Bentley, Lamborghini of Clenough though. However, Clenough is doing a fabulous job at the moment. It seems to be a very it could be very close between them. Clenough's trying to catch up, Luke's still there, with of course Wesley trying to breathe down his neck. That Lamborghini is there about. It could be very close to see how fascinating it's gonna get. I think the battle for the race lead now. The battle for the race lead. The battle for the race lead is going to be there. 25 minutes left then. 25 minutes. Is Stefano going to try and catch up to Adam? Is this what we want now? Is Adam starting to feel the effects? This is what we want to see. But I'll tell you what, Rich is getting closer to Dazza as well this time round. This is going to be fascinating, because we've got the battle for the race lead. That's going to be, you know, thereabouts. I think, you know, Yuri's now going to be a lot of interest, but you can just see that Rich is trying to get that Bentley where he wants it, trying to push on. He's trying to push on to get past Dazza. Is he going to do it? Oh, a bit of flames shooting out the side of the exhaust of the Bentley at the moment. Just shows how quick they're going to get. But I'll tell you what, Stefano has brought the gap down to around 0.789 of a second to Adam. Oh, this is getting tense for these two. I think these two know exactly the battle is going to be battles galore between them. But I think Rich is going to try and line up Dazza this time round. Is he going to try and get it? Is he going to try and get past that Audi? He's probably sick of seeing the Audi at the moment, to be fair. He's Probably thinking, not in your life, sunshine, you are not getting a podium in your debut race. But it's going to get very careful. Oh, it's starting to get heating up, mate. It's starting to get like it now. This is what we want to see with 23 minutes left. 23 minutes left on the clock. This is going to be close. I'll tell you what, if we see a fantastic battle, this is how close and personal it is going to get, I think. Oh, come on. Wrong angle. But looking back from Adam's Ferrari at the moment, he has got to be... He's probably thinking, you've got to be kidding. You're getting very closer and closer now. But is this what we want to see? Yes, it is. Because this is what we want to see. 22.5 minutes to go then. Oh, Rich has had an issue. So it's dropped down quite a bit. 1.7 seconds now. Oh, that's not how he wants it to be, but this is getting very close now. This is actually getting to a degree where I was kind of expecting this now. I was kind of expecting the likes of Stefano and of course Adam to now have this battle. It is getting very close now. It is getting close. 22 minutes on the clock. Well, just under now 22 minutes, but it's going to be thereabouts. We'll see exactly what's going to happen. But I think the likes of Stefano and of course Adam, if they don't make a mistake, these two actually provide really great entertainment. In race terms, they actually have had, like last season at Paul Ricard, they both had a extreme dice long battle until they both got a drive-through penalty because they were battling so hard with each other they forgot their braking points. But I think Rich has now had to slightly, he's like 2.3 seconds from Dazza at the moment. I think Dazza's potentially got the third place. But look at this, ladies and gents. Stefano Marchetto, what are you doing? You are getting up close and personal to Adam's Ferrari. This is what we want. It only might be 0.8 of a second to Adam's Ferrari, but I'll tell you what, this is what we want to see. So we're going board with Mercedes, going down the start finish line then to tick off another lap with 20.5 minutes left. This is why the night racing has been so spiced up. This is why we are promoting it. We are enjoying it. We are having a ball tonight. It is going to be like a disco and party like it's 1999. I'll tell you what, it is going to be so much fun if Stefano can get past Adam for the race lead, because I'll tell you what, the Italian crew will be buzzing, and I'll tell you what, it will be absolutely unreal. But I'll tell you what, Stefano is getting closer. He is getting really close. This is going to be absolutely crazy. Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. If no one pits, we're going to see exactly how gentle people have been on them tyres. I'll tell you what, the tyres have lasted quite a while. But I'll tell you what, it is going to be absolutely tooth and nail. And it is going to be absolutely unreal, because these two battle really well. But I'm a bit concerned slightly now for Rich. I don't know if he's going to have the time to try and catch up to Dazza. I don't know, because we've got 19 minutes left. But Stefano, however, slightly but surely now catching up to Adam. I think Adam knows it's going to happen. He's going to have to push that Ferrari to its degree. Going through the final turn then, is he going to try and catch up? Stefano is going to be thereabouts. I tell you what, the Italian team are watching on in pit lane and on the pit wall, thinking what is going to happen. Are we going to take another race victory, or are we going to have to concede to the car we drove last season? Looks like Adam knows how to control, but I tell you what, 24 laps have been completed, 18.5 minutes to go though. This is what I like about this racing. This is why this racing is unstoppable. But I tell you this, guys, if you're watching the stream, please give it a massive thumbs up. It would help me out commentating. It would help the guys get recognition. It would help Thursday Night Race League become an absolute awe of Assetto Corsa Competizione League for PlayStation. It is going to be thereabouts. Stefano is trying to literally now catch up to Adam, back on board with the Mercedes. I'm not concerned, but I am a bit wary of the battles these two have had last season. They have had absolutely phenomenal battles. They've had battles where they've had to push each other. They pushed each other all the way to both get a drive-through penalty at Paul Ricard last season. That was an absolute personal highlight in the comms box to just show how brilliantly this racing has been. This is absolutely unstoppable. Stefano is pushing that Mercedes. The Silver Arrows, he's trying to push it. It's 1.3. It could be very close. I tell you what, is it down to the factor? Let's see what's happening. I think Dazza is thereabouts. Rich is slightly caught him back up now. 1.5 seconds. 17 minutes left then of the race. It is going to be very close. I'll tell you what, I don't know where to look. Wesley has caught up to Luke for that 7th place then. This is absolutely unreal. This is so unreal. And I mean unreal. Fantastic racing from everyone tonight. I tell you what, I don't think there's really been any major issues. I think because it's a nighttime race, they know for a fact it is going to be thereabouts, but I think Wesley's going to try and catch up to Luke. Luke's slightly trying to catch up to Gleneth, but it's going to be thereabouts. But is Stefano going to try and catch up to Adam? He's 1.026 of a second. This is fantastic. 16 minutes left on the clock. What is going to happen? Excuse me, but I tell you what, fair play to these guys. Fair play. Dazza's still there in third at the moment, but he's got Rich coming right on hot on his heels. So there's a battle for first, second, third and fourth, 7th and 8th at the moment. 15.5 minutes to go then. This is absolutely unstoppable. I can't believe how Rich has caught back up to Dazza for the time being. This is absolutely unreal. And I'm about to put another lap on Bart, unfortunately. But it's all part of the learning process. 15 minutes to go then. 15 minutes to go. It looks like that Rich is going to try and take Dazza. He's going to be thereabouts. We'll go on board with the Bentley. Just for the time being. He's trying to catch up to Dazza's Audi R8. It's going to be very carefully picked. Oh, they're almost side by side with each other. This is fantastic stuff. I tell you what, Dazza's got to be careful. He's got that cut there. But I tell you what, because it is so dark, it's hard to pinpoint where you're going to go. But I tell you this, he is there. Dazza's got to defend. Oh dear, that was a bit unfortunate. I think that is very costly, and I think that is going to be looked at in the stewards. And I don't think Dazza is very happy with that. I think he's stalled the engine in the process. He's had a bit of damage thereabouts, and I'll tell you what, he's not going to be happy. But I knew that was going to happen. And I said we had a good race so far, and I kind of cursed it a bit. But looks like Adam and of course Stefano are going to try and get thereabouts. 13.5 minutes left, but Clem's up to Cleneth. He's up into 5th. This is, you know, as much as the racing's been fantastic. I think Rich is going to be in a bit of a bother with the stewards, I think. For that, I think that was a bit of a gutsy move. I think, you know, he kind of anticipated Dazza going a bit slow out into that corner, but I don't think it was necessary. I think a bit of contact, like I say, it's in the dark and you've got to be very careful, but I think Stefano is going to try and catch up to the likes of Adam. I think Adam's going to try and push on. That Ferrari, 27 laps completed, then 1.2 of a second between the pair of them. I tell you what, Comma into fourth place then. However, oh, he's gone a bit wide there. Oh, I thought the Audi was going to snap away from him. He's now around 3.2 of a second from Jersey at the moment. Dazza's gone into pit lane then to repair that damage. That, I think that was a bit unfortunate. I'd hate to think what was going through their minds at the moment, but I think Stefano has dropped back to 1.9 of a second. This probably isn't going to be the race of his life unless he gets his foot down and presses that love pedal with 12 minutes to go. This has been absolutely fantastic yet again. Why does TNRL or Thursday Night Race League surprise me? Why is it absolutely giving me great joy to watch? Why is it? Because it is. This is what I like. 11.5 minutes to go. Stefano is 1.9 at the moment. Comma is slightly now but surely catching up to Jersey. I think Jersey is going to have to seriously explain himself to the stewards. Dazza is still in pit lane. I don't think he's going to be happy. It's so difficult. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to take any argument, but it's very hard because it looked like Jersey was trying to go for the move. Dazza was there, but you know, to end up with a car that's damaged in pit lane, it's not very easily done. Comma's still trying to push on quite a bit. Stefano though, however, 2.1 seconds from Adam. 10.5 minutes remain. This is going to be absolutely unreal. But I don't know, because I want these two to have a bit of a battle. It's going to be unreal though between the pair of them. 1.8 is the gap with just coming up to 10 minutes to go. This is going to be thereabouts, but I'll tell you what, we have been in for a treat tonight here at Kyalami. It has been a night fever from free practice to qualifying to the last 10 minutes of this race. What's not like to like? I am absolutely looking forward to seeing what's going to happen at the end of this race. I am slightly nervous because Clenough is getting caught by Luke at the moment, but because Clenough knows how to race, but Clenough is currently 5th, this could be another stellar drive from Clenough. Clenough knows how to race, Luke knows how to race, Wesley's there in 7th at the moment. So this could be a very close battle between these three. I think Wesley's trying to put Luke under pressure so Clenough can escape. But I think, you know, fair play. Look at them brake discs. Them brake discs are glowing red hot. Wouldn't want to go near them. But I tell you what, fair play to these guys for putting on a fabulous show. This has been very unreal this evening. This has been absolutely top class. 8 minutes and 46 seconds remaining. It is going to be thereabouts. We will see exactly how well this is going to turn out. I think Wesley's trying to catch up to Luke. Luke's trying to put Clenough under pressure, but he's dropped back a bit now. He has dropped back a bit. Is that going to allow Clenough to escape? Is that going to be what we want to see? I'll tell you what, we'll go back to this battle in a moment. but Stefano is around 1.2 seconds from Adam at the moment. Adam needs to push on quite a bit. It's going to be thereabouts. We'll see how well he's going to go, but it is going to be very pushing to the absolute limit. I'll tell you what, it is going to be thereabouts, but 8 minutes to go then, just about. But we could be on course for an absolute top class battle. It is thereabouts, but Stefano is still trying to catch up to Adam then. He's still there, he's 1.4, but I think the likes of Wesley, Clenough and of course Luke's in a Lamborghini sandwich. It's going to be there to see what's going to happen. But I tell you this, it is going to be very close. I tell you what, I think the battle for the race lead's still going to be battling. It's going to be a battle. We'll try and catch up to that battle for 5th, 6th and 7th very shortly. But I think we've lost. We have lost Dazza. I think he's had enough. But you know, that's not the way to be. I think, you know, you should have cracked on. It's still 7 minutes to go in this race. I'll tell you what, Stefano is still trying to put Adam Foster under a lot of pressure. I think the Ferrari and the Mercedes are going to have a bit of a pressurised. But it's like a pressurised cooker and you don't want to touch it because you're scared it's going to go kaboom. But it looks like Luke's trying to hold on for dear life from Wesley at the minute. Wesley's trying to go thereabouts. He's got that Lamborghini. This Lamborghini, he is absolutely unreal. It seems like he's got a connection failure. That's a bit unfortunate. It's a bit unfortunate, but it's going to be a mechanical fault and for the Audi. But we'll see how well it goes. But hopefully he is back next week. But it's going to be a bit of a tooth and nail battle now between the likes of Luke and Wesley at the moment. But is the battle for the race lead going to go down to the last 5.5 minutes? This is going to be very close indeed. But we'll see exactly what's going to happen. But I think the likes of Adam and of course Stefano knows that Adam's got to contend with a lap car. It's bulling at the moment in 7th place in the Honda. Hopefully he doesn't hold them both up too much, but he's going on for quite a bit. But we'll see exactly how things go. It looks like though Mike gets out the way perfectly. Looks like Stefano is going to catch up to Adam this time round. Just under 5 minutes to go then. This is getting close. Excuse me. This is getting close. This is going to get close for the race lead. But it is going to be very carefully picked out. I think Adam is going to be there. 4.5 minutes to go. 4.5 minutes. This is absolutely unstoppable. It is going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen. Clenough is still there in 5th place at the moment. Luke is under threat from Wesley. I think, you know, the amount of times Wesley puts Luke under pressure will allow Clenough to get away. Stefano is still there then. He's still trying to put Adam under pressure. 4 minutes to go. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a funny 4 minutes. I don't mean that in a bad way. I think it's going to be fantastic. You know, I think Adam's going to try and push on. They've got Trevor to try and get out the way very shortly. But it is going to be very carefully picked out. Yeah, for sure, mate. We have action definitely right to the end. Right to the end, because it is going to be fantastic. It is going to be tooth and nail. It is also going to be needle and thread, and it is going to be thereabouts, but I think Stefano is going to try and catch up to Adam. We know how this race battles. This is fantastic. You can just see what's happened to Connor. He's dropped down to dropped down to 6th at the moment. Or is it? No, it's 7th, I beg your pardon. Clenneth up into 4th. Clenneth could get a career best. Oh my goodness. If Clenneth can hold on for dear life, he will get 4th place. I don't know how far Jersey is. Jersey's quite far ahead of him at the moment. But Luke is around 1 point... what was he? 1.5 of a second, but it looks like Wesley is trying to put Luke under pressure. This is absolutely like a pressure cooker gone wrong. I don't mean that in a bad way, but you know. But we can see Marma trying to catch up to Adam. This has been absolutely fantastic. You couldn't write this if you asked at the start of the evening. But this is fantastic. This is what we want to see, guys. This is why the night time has kicked off with Night Fever. 2 minutes left. This is gonna be unstoppable. Marma is trying to get up close to Adam. This is absolutely fantastic. These two are gonna battle right to the end now. Right to the end. This is fantastic. We are on course for a final showdown between Adam versus Stefano for that race lead. It is going to be fantastic. Clenneth, however, holding on for dear life. Luke's had a bit of an issue there. He's had a bit of an issue. That's allowed Clenneth to get away. That is allowed Clenneth to get away though. Luke's got a bit of an issue. I tell you what, it's going to be very interesting because Clenneth is getting away then because Luke's got an issue. 1.2 of a second. Luke has definitely got an issue. No, mate, I know. It would have been so good if you were here. You can just see Wesley trying to catch up to Luke at the moment. He knows Luke's got a bit of a you're gonna jive, should we say? But you know, Clenneth could easily get 4th. We've got 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. Oh, this is getting tense. This is getting tense. Stefano knows he's got to make the moves now. He knows he's got to do it. He knows he's got to do it because he's got to go on to the. He's going on to the final lap very shortly. So they're going to go on to the final lap then. Maybe one more time. On to the final lap we go then.
Right, man. Leader is on to final lap.
Here we go. Stefano's going to put him right under pressure. Clenneth, take a bow, my friend. You are doing fabulous. Luke is trying to catch you. He's trying to give you all. He's going to try and give you all his might. But this is this is fun. This is gonna be a showdown. I can't believe what we are seeing. Stefano, is he gonna get Adam Foster for the race lead? This is the last lap. I am slightly scared. I would not want to be in their cars right now. They must be sweating. They must be literally in... Well, I know it's an hour-long race, but for this battle to now come down to these last couple of corners, this is unreal. This is so unreal. It is getting there. I tell you what, Adam's going to have to be very careful. Stefano is getting very closer. He wants this victory. You can tell he wants it. He's flashing the lights saying, come on mate, make a mistake. Make a mistake and the race is mine. But I tell you what, this is interesting. And I mean interesting. How has this come down to the last couple of corners now? I tell you what, I think Adam's going to get this victory. unless he makes a major mistake, but he hasn't. He hasn't. He's come through. He's coming through the final turn to take round number 2 win here at Kyalami. And Stefano Marchetto in second. Oh my goodness. Rich in third at the moment. Clenough though. Clenough, dude. All I'm going to say is absolutely top class. He's going to have to push on, but Rich probably is going to be in the stewards if he's not careful with that issue with Daza earlier on, but he will come through to finish third place no matter what. But absolute top draw. Clenough though, however, is about to come through the final turn. Clenough, dude, take a bow and get that 4th place. Excellent drive, my friend. Flashes the lights in delight. Luke 5th at the moment, holding off Wesley for that 6th place then. Comet in 7th. We thought Comet was going to do really well. Absolutely gutted for him, but I tell you what, 7th place is better than anything. Yuri in 8th then. He's got a bit of an issue with that Lambo. I think the Lambo is just cruising round just for the slightly memento. Trevor and Bullen 9th and 10th. Bart in 11th then. 2 laps down. But what has happened to Yuri? Has he had a bit of an issue, or is he just playing it safe? It looks like his 8th place is going to be intact though, so it was absolutely unreal. I'll tell you this, it is absolutely top class racing. I am so looking forward to seeing what is going to happen. But I can't believe that. But it looked like, I tell you this, it is going to be very unreal. I think Yuri's actually run out of fuel. And I tell you what, congratulations to Adam Foster. What an absolute epic race. I don't know whether the guys are... So I believe it is only one race tonight. So I tell you what, fair play. And I tell you what, it has been absolutely unstoppable. No fuel by the look to it, mate, but I'll tell you what, it has been absolutely unreal. And I'll tell you what, I am looking forward to seeing what happens when we go to Donington Park for the next sprint races. They are going to be absolutely unreal. Who knows what the weather's going to do, who knows who's going to take victories. But I'll tell you what, guys, until then, I have been Hoppers, and I'll tell you what, it has been absolutely unreal tonight. I'm going to go and join the guys. Unfortunately, it will not be, the conversation will not be aired. There'll be probably a few swearing, probably a few hyped up people, but I tell you what, until next week when we go to Donington, take care, enjoy the rest of the week and have fun. Ta-ra.